does 15 million rand look like? Well, in the Walter Sisulu local municipality, it looks like a ruined, destroyed stadium. According to reports, the millions were allocated to build a stadium in the town of Burgersdorp, but there's nothing to show for it. So where did the money go? We've got reporter Ronald Masinda, who is on that story now. Ronald, I mean, it's an interesting story. Last year, we saw a similar story in the eNCA municipality, where around 15 million was again spent on a non-existing stadium. And it seems a bit of a deja vu that you are now standing in a similar story. Tell us what's happening.
Well, good afternoon. Well, after having chatted with you, Rofiwa, earlier on, we did try to speak to the municipality. We are awaiting a response from them. They did ask for a bit more time to answer the questions about this particular stadium, the Danny Craven Stadium. I'm going to quickly step out of shot so that the viewers can probably get a better picture of what's happening in the background. We spoke about the tar that has been put in place here. It was meant to be an athletics track. We spoke about Rufiwa, some of the fencing that is completely destroyed. We are being told that due to the lack of security here in the past, some of the stadium has been damaged, has been vandalized. We are going to be heading inside the actual dressing rooms here at the stadium, which are in a complete state of disaster. Now, what we are being told, Rafiwa, is that back in 2017, around 12 million rand was allocated to fix this particular stadium. This is a stadium well known by the locals here to have hosted quite a number of high-profile matches. I mentioned the All Blacks back in 1971, as well as the British and Irish Lions. But as you can see, as we head into the dressing rooms, there are cracks everywhere you look inside the venue. The toilets are in a complete state of disaster, as well as some of the lighting is non-existent. Now, as we spoke to some of the members of the Burgersdorp community, they told us that not only was the 12 million rand allocated around 2017, but a further 3 million rand was also allocated to fix the renovations here at this stadium. Marina van Zyl is a councillor, or rather a member of parliament, and she had this to say earlier.
The accounting manager is the MM of the municipality, and he's the one that is responsible for all projects and overseeing of that. But what you find is that the projects lie within infrastructure. And I think therein lies the problem with a cadre deployment, if you can call it that, because people don't have the correct qualifications, or they have basic qualifications because it's based on a membership card rather than fit for purpose to do the job. Monitoring wasn't done properly, and as you can see, more and more money is going into this cash cow, and you know, what can you show for 15.5 million rand?
Now, Ronald, the community says that this issue is also affecting children. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Rofio, my line has dropped, but I'm going to try and make sense of the situation inside of this actual venue. As you can see, an appalling state in terms of what has been said will be fixed, and we are yet to see any improvement. Now, we do understand that a lot of the kids relied on playing here at the stadium. We've been told by one of the community members earlier how they used to enjoy playing rugby, but they are unable to, given the appalling state of the stadium. We also spoke to a former principal, Mr. Lira Muloko, who also spoke about how this has affected the community of Burgersdorp. This is what he had to say earlier.
No, the situation is very worse. It's worse in actual fact, because when we came here and we confronted the council 2 years back, we said we want to make sure that the sports fields are open here, and all the schools in this area are suffering because we no longer host athletics matches as well as other sport codes. So we are frustrated as a community because the economy of the town is running down because of this.
Thank you very much, Ronald Masinda. I'm going to allow you to go on and try and press the municipality for answers, because at this stage, that's all we can do. There's not much we can do until we hear from the actual authorities that are involved in such heinous activities in our municipalities. I wonder if Tulas and I should not consider a corruption scorecard on instances of this nature. How does it happen, and how is it that many people get away with it for so long?